Hello. Michelle, hello. First to comment today. I hope you're well. Shelley, good evening. Hello, Anne-Marie, Beanie, Nikki, Emma. Good evening, Sarah, Julie, Melissa, Lisa, Melanie, Leslie. Hello. Is everyone okay? Shelley, bless you. Thank you for these stars. I appreciate you. Is everyone okay? Freya. Leslie, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. I'll have to do. Hello, 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 hello. So today is back to a normal live. A couple of updates is the earrings from the Acorn game are now on the website in the new in section, and then of course in their respective folders. For example, latch hook earrings, that kind of thing. So that is there. Also, it's good to note that there are some new back in stock items. Mainly, 7 pairs of earrings are now back in stock, so that's with that link there. Just going to clean my glasses. And also, I have updated the Mims cards. Now that doesn't mean that I've changed them, because they still say the same thing, but I have updated them just to make them a little bit more spooky like, and I may have added an extra card or two, but yeah, they're all still the same as last time, same cards and stuff as well. So I'll show you. They're not double-sided this time, so they are only single-sided, but that's better. Mims cards now, they're all smaller purple, and so they're just white on the back and then on the front. Okay, so yeah, Mims cards are updated, so they say the same things, just smaller and more Halloweeny. Apart from that, Squidgy Pops. So supporters have been notified about drilled pearls are now available for swaps. I will post tomorrow to everybody what those colours are. So basically what I've done is I've got images of all the pearls lined up and the names next to them. Now I have only done this for the drilled pearls so far, so I will be doing it for the other ones as well, but it's a massive task to go through for all of the other colours, so it's more so to do it when I can, rather than, because I reckon it's going to be at least 3-4 days of work. Which is fine, so I can sort of do it in bits and bobs, but I don't think I can do it all at the same time at the moment. Apart from that, I don't know if there's space available for today. It depends on how long the games take on each person. So if you do order, you may be added on for today, but keep in mind that it may be added on to Sunday's live, just depending on the time. So at the moment, yeah, I will say that as well. And then I think that's everything. Oh, I did have an email request to ask if these boards are going on the website, and me and Aaron have come up with a new design of them. I'm just going to let you know in case you are interested. So it's basically this earring design with the platform still. It's going to have a clip here so it can be used as like a little display board for jewellery, so it will sit like so. However, it's going to have 2 holes here for a pair of earrings here, 2 holes here for a pair of earrings here. So instead of just the 1, it will be a 2 and a 2. And it will have a little slit here and here. So to be used as a display board, if you had a pairs of earrings, you could then hang a chain and a pendant down here. So yeah, they're getting designed and printed at the moment, so they'll be on the website soon as well, which is exciting. So shall we start for today? Oh, sorry, that dropped. Made me jump. Let me just pop some kitchen towel on this. So, up first today is Beanie Hatton. Beanie, are you here? Julie, yes, and no, you're very welcome, my lovely. I hope that's what you were kind of thinking. But I said to him it will help me as well, actually, because then I could display multiple things when I'm showing you guys the jewellery. So yeah, I think he's doing it. He's sitting down to design some bits tonight. I mean, he just needs to edit the one we've already got, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long. Beanie, hello, hello, hello. I hope you're well. So you have got 2 of the Madam Min's medallings. So we're going to do them one at a time, if that's okay with you. So let's go to the wheel. So the wheel hasn't been used yet. So when it does get used, a number will be here instead. So I'm just going to click to spin and then we'll go from there. So this is with your first game, Beanie. So good luck. And then I'll just wait to see. And you have got 4. So you have 4 jewellery choices here. So jewellery is in this little green guy. So I'm just going to give them a mix. There's so many items. I will just say as well, I haven't actually added the last live's jewellery back in yet because there's still so much that hasn't come out. So this will get added back into the mix, but at the moment it hasn't. Yeah, just because there's still so many more to come out. So we've got to start with a pair of earrings. You've then got a pendant. You've then got a bracelet. Oh, this is going to be a hard choice. And then another pair of earrings. So earrings, pendant, bracelet, earrings. However, before we look at those, I'm going to dive into Mim's Cauldron, just mixing it up first. Okay, so this card says, oh, it is a bit smaller. Once you have chosen your jewellery, Brecken picks from the secret cards to decide what happens next. Okay, so this one's got a next layer, so sorry, it's very reflective. So once you have chosen your jewellery, Brecken picks from the secret cards to decide what happens next. So basically what that means is, I don't think we had this one come out on the last one. I did get it. You're going to pick which item of jewellery you have, or you would potentially like to have, and then we have to pick a card from in here. So let's go through, show you the jewellery, and then we'll go from there. So let's start with your first one, which was the earrings. So these earrings are stud back earrings. They come with 2 openings and 2 pearls need to go onto the jewellery. I'm just opening them up. I have shown them before, but they're not on the website yet. Okay, so stud back earrings, and then your pearls do sit on the jewellery here and here. Now, as you can see, it is almost like a triangle shape. However, if you can see, let me hold it so it doesn't tip. It has a curve. So at the top of the earring, that comes down and curves backwards, if you can see that. So the pearl actually sits back lower than the top of the earring. So it's almost going to hook around the bottom of the lobe slightly. Okay, so that is option A. Your second option was a pendant. So this pendant comes with one opening, Beanie, and the pearl does need to go onto this one. Again, I don't think this pearl is on there yet. However, no, this pearl. I don't think this item is on the website yet, but I have shown it before. Now, it's actually got a mother of pearl in here, so it's almost like a cross shape, and then the pearl sits and dangles at the bottom there. So it does have, like I say, this mother of pearl effect in the middle, and then your pearl will sit beneath. Okay, so that's option B. Option C was a bracelet. Now this bracelet is one of the infinity bracelets. I think this one is on the website. However, with bracelets, it is very hard to sort of confirm or not because there is so many different variations. Kits, thank you for the stars. So this one has got the infinity sign. So this is the infinity sign, which is then held together by a little bow. So a bow link. So this little link here looks like a little bow. So then you've got an infinity, then bow, infinity, bow, and so on. So this one comes with one opening, and you can actually choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. With this one, if you have any pearls at home with lobster fittings or any charms, of course, you can use them on here. So this is option C. And then option D is the simple thread through earrings. So these are on the website. They are thread through earrings. They come with two openings, and they are literally the simple thread through, and so your pearls sit at the bottom here and here. So the design is, so you have it so this sits through the ear, so your pearl will dangle at the top, and then you have this bit at the back dangling down. Okay, so two openings and two pearls on the jewellery with that one. Okay. Oh. Okay, so which one would you like to choose? Now do keep in mind we do have another card, but for now, which one would you like to choose? So you've got A, which is the triangle stud back earrings, B, which is the pendant, C, which is the bracelet, and D, which is the simple thread through earrings. What do you think? A comes with two openings, two pearls on the jewellery. B comes with one opening, one pearl goes on the jewellery. C comes with one opening and you can choose to have the pearl on or off. And then D comes with two openings and two pearls go on the jewellery. Oh, it is. I haven't changed the name over. I'm so sorry. Thank you. There we go. I apologise, Beanie. Can you have D, the simple thread through earrings? Of course you can. Now, before I move those, we are just going to do the dip. Where do they put it? So in here, there's not as many cards in here. I'm not going to... So I'll just show you. Oh, you can actually... So I'll grab a handful and this one. Now I can't read these because they're all backwards, so I can't read it until it's on the screen. So it says at the top, secret cards. Get another 2 jewellery dips to choose from, meaning you can't have your choice, or stick with your choice. Okay, so this card means if you're happy with D, we'll go ahead with D and we'll move on to your openings, or you can get rid of all of these and have another 2 choices, but then you have to choose from the next 2. So get another 2 jewellery dips to choose from, meaning you can't have your choice, or stick with your choice. So what do you think? Would you like to stick with D, or would you like to have a further 2, moving these ones away, and that way you can't come back to this one again? What do you think? Stick with your choice. Perfect. So that is your first one. Then you've actually got a second Mims game. So if it's okay with you, we'll move on to the second game, and then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. So with your second game, again, we need to go down to the spinning wheel. So the last number from the last game is now going to be here until we click again. So when I click again, we'll get your new number. So good luck for your second spin. Okay, and we've got 2. So you have got 2 jewellery picks this time. So again, mix this up, and then you've got a pair of earrings and a pendant. Okay, so pair of earrings and a pendant, but again we do need to get Mim's card. So I can't see in this cauldron. This one says receive a free bottle to store your pearls in. So it's a good card from the start with this one. Receive a free bottle to store your pearls in. So those are the little glass bottles with the cork on top, will get added to your order. So if we go through your 2 options to pick from this time, your first one is a pair of hoop earrings. Okay, so these ones are not on the website yet, I believe. It's like a snapback hoop, so they open up and they click back together to close. So this one is quite hard to show you because it's not going to go on the board properly. But they come with 2 openings, 2 pearls need to go on the jewellery. So it's got like a thicker, I'm just going to show you one for now. It's got, so this bit here is where the clasp is. I'm going to hold on to the bit that goes through the ear. So it's got like a thicker bell at the top, and then it gets to like a thinner bell as it reaches the pearl, and then at the back it's just a thinner normal design. So thicker bell, if you can see, I'm just going to move it round. So thicker, and it gets thinner towards the pearl. Now I'm going to pop them, maybe on here might help actually. Oh yeah, that might help. Okay, so thicker and then gets thinner as you go round, and then the pearls dangle from at the bottom. So yeah, it's quite hard to show these. But that was option A. And then the second one is a pendant. Now this pendant, you can choose to have the pearl on or off. This pendant does have the pin on here at the moment, so it obviously shows you where your pearl's going to sit. However, if you prefer not to have the pearl on here, I can remove the pin, so you don't need to have the pearl on, even though it is sitting there. So this is Mr. Whiskers pendant, I believe. So he is a cat with luminous green eyes. So he's Mr. Whiskers because his whiskers are very prominent, and then the pearl sits at the very top and sort of moves around the top there. So that one comes with 1 opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Beanie, with your second choice then, which one would you like to have? A, which is the hoop earrings, comes with 2 openings, 2 pearls go on the jewellery. B, which is the pendant, comes with 1 opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. A or B? The bottle's Yazzie. Depending on the size of the pearls, I believe it's at least maybe around 20 pearls in the bottle, maybe 15 to 20 depending on the size of the pearls. From memory, I think. Beanie, can you have A? Of course you can. Okay, so they are yours, which means altogether you have got 4 openings. So which 4 would you like to have? So you've got the simple thread through earrings and you've got the hoop earrings. Okay, so you've got oysters or egg pops, or you can have a mix of each. If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. 25. So around 25 for you, Leslie. Yeah, so yeah, it depends on the size of the pearls, but it is quite deceiving on how many you can fit in there. All pops. Perfect. Let's move you out the way now, mister. Okay, so all pops. Beanie, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 4 there, 2 oranges, 2 purples. I love how stuff like that, like coincidences happen like that. So we're going to start with Perline for you, and then we'll go on to the pops afterwards. So good luck. Bloop. And in here you've got, I believe he's an autumn peach. Nadia, thank you for these stars. It's very kind of you. So an autumn peach to start with. Egg pop number 1. 2 pals in this one. So we're starting with a sea foam green and then a Cinderella blue. Sea foam green and Cinderella blue. Your next egg pop. 2 pals in this one, and we've got a bridal white and then a dark Cadbury purple. Your next egg pop. 3 pals in this one. It's quite hard to see today, isn't it? 3 pals in here. So we've got a lavender, a GB peacock, which is a greeny blue peacock, and then a midnight blue. So this is a dark midnight blue, but you can definitely see the blue coming through. And then the last egg pop. And you've got 4 pals in this one. Oh, and we've just doubled up with some colours. I was hoping we was going to get complete different colours. However, it's not bad to double up. So you've got another Cinderella blue. I'd say slightly smaller than your first one. And then the other double is another greeny blue peacock. I'd say this one maybe not as bright as the first, maybe not as light possibly. You've got a TARDIS blue, and then you've got a mustard yellow, which is actually a funky shape. So slight funky, slight oval shape there. Mary, thank you for these stars. So Beanie, what do you think to all of these? So I'll need to know which ones you'd like on which pair of earrings. So you've got the simple thread through earrings, and then you've got those hoop earrings. And of course, if there's any colours that you'd like to swap, I can do that for you as well. So we've got an autumn peach, seafoam green, Cinderella blue, midnight blue, Cinderella blue, TARDIS blue, bridal white, Cadbury purple, lavender, 2 GB peacocks, and a mustard yellow. Oh, Donna, that's brilliant news. Well, I'm glad you're happy with everything, but I'm so happy that it's arrived to you. Bless you. I'm glad it got through the strike. Can you have 2 seafoam beanie? Of course you can. Let me get those for you. Diane, thank you for the stars as well. Again, I really do appreciate it. So seafoam. 2 seafoam. If you're happy with those, I'll need to know which ones you'd like to swap for them. Take the white and the peach. Okay. So I've taken the white and the peach, so I'll need to know which colours, which earrings you'd like to have those sea foams on, and then of course which 2 pearls for the other set of earrings as well. Can I match the lavender? I'll have a look for you, hopefully I'll be able to. I think that's just this touch too light. There we go. So if you're happy with that one, I'd need to know which one you'd like to swap out for that one. Seafoam on the second set, so on the hoop earrings, so on these ones here you'd like to have the seafoam greens. Okay. You'd like me to take a light blue. Okay. and then the lavenders on the simple thread through earrings. Is that correct? Lavender on the first set. Brilliant. Okay, so then the remaining pearls then, are you happy with those as your loose pearls, or are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? And can you pick 4 to put lobster fittings and the rest into purline? Yes, so you'd like 4 for lobster fittings. Oh, I've suddenly gone... I kind of think the yellow works there. So the bottom 4 you'd like to have lobster fittings on, and then the top 4 into purline, is that correct? So the bottom 4 would be for you lobster fittings, then the top ones into purline. If though you're not happy with that, do let me know, because we can swap them around. Just trying to find my lip. Ah, there it is. Yes, perfect. Okay, so let me pick your ones up first, and then these ones you'd like to gift into purline, which is ever so kind of you there, Beanie, and I'm sure whoever receives those is going to be very, very grateful. Your invoice for the additional extras will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. Excuse me. Okay, so then I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's it there for you. Okay, up next on today is Lisa Holden. Lisa, are you here? Ooh, whew. Sorry, double shiver. Beanie, you're very, very welcome. And Donna, bless you. Thank you for these stars, Donna. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Lisa, hello. Fingers crossed Mim is kind to you. Well, fingers crossed, I do hope she is kind to you. Okay, so we'll start with your Mim, and then we'll do your openings all together at the end, if that's okay. So let me mark that you're here, then we'll go down to the wheel. So with the wheel again, it's got number 2, so that's not your number, that's from the last one. So when I click this, it will be for your spin. So Lisa, good luck. And you have got an option of 2. So if I mix these, and then just trying to get one bag. So you've got a pair of earrings, and then a charm. Okay, so if we come down, a pair of earrings and a charm to pick from. However, with the charm, you are going to be able to pick the fitting. So you could have it on a pendant fitting. So you could have it as a pendant if you wanted to. So in here, your card says, if I get focused, you have to choose earrings. If you don't have earrings in your selection, keep picking one out until one comes out. Okay, so you have to choose earrings. So that means we have to keep going until we get another earrings, and then you have to pick between the earrings. Okay, so you're not allowed to have the charm, and we're going to pick again until you've got another pair of earrings to choose from. So I'll read that one more time. You have to choose earrings. If you don't have earrings in your selection, keep picking until one comes out. So if I mix here, thank you, Bab, could you, thank you. Normal TT, please. Thank you. No, oh, that's a good one. Okay, so that's a pendant, but I'm going to put that one back in because it's a pendant which holds 5 pearls. So yeah, I'm going to put that one back in. So it is a pendant, as you can see. Pendant, but I'm going to put that one back in a second because it's such a good one. So, oh no, cage pendant here. So again, these are going back in. Oh, another cage pendant going back in. Another charm. Where's all the earrings gone? Nope, a pendant. And a pair of earrings. Whoop, whoop. So all of these are going back in, and then let me just... Oh, I've dropped everything now. Okay, so let's go down for your earring choice. So I'm glad you're happy with earrings. So the first earrings that came out, so your original ones that came out, are the simple snowman earrings. So these ones have been on the website. They are a sort of classic now. We sort of always have these in stock, or they always come back into stock again. So you've got hook backs here and simple snowman earrings. So these do come with 2 openings. 2 pearls need to go onto the jewellery, and then it's like a little, almost like a bamboo effect with the circles, and then the pearls do dangle in the middle of the snowman here. Okay, so that's option 1, the snowman earrings. Option 2 is called the handle earrings. So these ones I believe are on the website as well. So stud back earrings here. And then with these handle ones, so where the stud section is at the top, you've got this like rectangle crystal, which has got the border of silver around it. You've then got this rope effect, almost like a lasso type coming down, and then the pearl does sit directly at the bottom. Now this is an all-in-one earring, which means the pearls aren't going to move individually from the earring. They are sort of still against this section. So if this section moves, the pearl goes with it. It doesn't move independently. So again, it does come with 2 openings and 2 pearls need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so Lisa, which pair of earrings would you like to have? Option A, which is the snowman earrings, where the pearls sit in the centre of the earring. Option B, which is the handle earrings, which are stud back earrings and the pearls sit directly at the bottom. A or B? Can you have option B, these ones here? Of course you can. I'll take the snowmen away. Okay, so if I bring you back up then, my lovely, that means altogether with your openings, you've got 4 openings altogether with those added. So which 4 would you like to have? Oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. Oh, bless you, Carol. I have made a category for the clip-on earrings on the website. They're not on the website yet, but they will be going on the website shortly. So clip-on earrings will be shown on there as well. Can you have egg pops, Lisa? Of course. So 4 egg pops. So are there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we're going to start with Perline and then your egg pops. Okay, good luck, Lisa. Look. And in here you have got a lighter Cinderella blue as the gifted pearl. Egg pop number 1. 4 pearls in this one. So in here you've got a silver chocolate. You're going to see what inspiration you get. Okay, fair enough. So we'll see what colours come out and then we'll go from there. So silver chocolate, a TARDIS blue. We've then got a blood orange and a bright raspberry, so a brighter raspberry. Your next egg pop. 4 pearls in this one as well. Another blood orange, it's a slightly two-tonal apple green, this one. So it's a really dark apple green actually. Maybe it's a mix of apple green. But yeah, it's a really dark two-tonal apple green. Gorgeous though. A mustard yellow. And a midnight blue. So again, hopefully you can see the blue there. For the midnight blue. Next egg pop. 4 pearls in this one. I think it's a gunmetal chocolate. He is indeed. So very, very dark, deep chocolate pearl there. You've got a sea foam green. We've got a yolk yellow. And another Cinderella blue. This one's slightly darker than the gifted blue at the start. Then your last egg pop. 4 pearls in this one. And you've got a grass green. Oh, and he's a slight squished pebble. So I don't know if you can see the shape there, but yeah, squished pebble grass green and another sea foam green, an autumn peach, and a darker gunmetal grey. Okay, so the greens win on this one. But Lisa, what do you think? So again, I'll go through the colours for you, and then if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which colours you would like where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so we've got 2 Cinderella blues, the second one being slightly brighter, a silver chocolate and then a gunmetal chocolate, TARDIS blue, midnight blue, 2 blood oranges and an autumn peach, a raspberry, 2 tonal brighter apple green, seafoam green, funky grass green and another seafoam green, mustard yellow, yolk yellow and then a darker gunmetal grey. Can you see 2 darker burgundy reds? You can. What do we think to those? Beautiful. Please can I get them on the mim earrings, so on the handle earrings you can. Swapping out the 2 yellow. Perfect. Okay, then you've got one more item of jewellery to choose for, Lisa. For that item, do you know which colours you would like? So we've got the red on this one. Am I able to match your gunmetal chocolate? I'll have a look for you. So your gunmetal chocolate's very, very dark. Oh, is that, what size is it? I'm guessing that's going to be, yeah, that's just slightly too big. gonna guess this one's gonna be too bright, but let me, yeah, that's just a touch lighter. I'm gonna leave that, actually, wait, I was gonna say gonna leave that one there, but nope, that one's too small. Oh, I think that one is extremely close. No, that one's too small. No, that one's too silvery. What do you think to that pair there? So it's not an exact pair. The one I added in, I think, is just the tiniest bit lighter, but only the tiniest bit. Let's go for one which is, oh, that again, it's quite obviously smaller. I'm guessing that one's going to be too big. Oh, come back. Yes, you was happy with that one because this one's bigger and a different shade, whereas I think that one there is the closest one we've found so far. So that one on the other earrings, swap out the pink. Perfect. Okay, so gunmetal chalk on that one. Okay, so then Lisa, remaining pearl. Oh, let me move it back down for your view. Sorry. There we go. The remaining pearls are going to be your loose pearls. Are you happy with these ones? Or if not, are there any other swaps or colours that you would like to change? Could you match your dark blue, swap out the peach? So the midnight blue. Swap it. I'm just going to take the peach now because otherwise I'll forget and ask you again. Oh, no, that's quite a bit bigger. I'm going to guess this one's going to be too small though. Yeah, that one's smaller. Let's move this up a bit so you can see better. Oh, again, just the tiniest bit smaller. I think I can get closer than that. Oh, bigger. Those ones look very close. So it is, again, it looks blue when it was down here, doesn't it? That one looks maybe tiniest bit darker. Let me see. If there's... Oh. That one looks more... Oh, there we go, I think that one. So it's still got, so if I move it around, you can hopefully see the blue. So if you're happy with that one, oh, I've already taken the peach, sorry. Do your seam foam and blood oranges match in size? So the bigger blood orange, I think, is still going to be a bit too small for the, yeah, I'd say those two are the closest, but the sea foam is still a bit bigger. In fact, if I pop it on the whiteboard for you, you'll be able to see the size a bit clearer, if that helps. Yeah, so the sea foam is still a touch bigger, not massively so, but those two are the closest. The other sea foam is larger and the other blood orange is smaller. Perfect for the blue, brilliant. So happy with those. I'm going to put those over there. If I move that one over one, there we go. Oh, wow, wow. Thank you, Bubba. Oh, thank you. No, the two blood oranges as a set and the sea foams as a set. Oh, I see. Not really. So the oranges are different sizes and the sea foams are different sizes and shades. I mean, they're very close. I'd say the sea foams are not as close, but the blood oranges, the same colour but different size. So again, yeah, you can see the different sizes with the blood oranges, and then sea foams, you've got one darker, one lighter. So not massively off, so it just depends on how much of a match you're looking for. Could you try and match them to create a set of each and swap out the other one? Of course I can. So blood oranges, I'll just bring them both down and see which one is easier to match. Oh, yeah, those two there. So swap out that one. And then sea foam. So I'm just going to put them up here. So your one is the one that's on the left. Sea foam. It's the right colour, but just the tiniest bit smaller. Oh. Again, very close. Yeah. Okay, so your one, actually I'll put your one on the left again. So both your pals are on the left there, if you're happy with those. And then I'm just going to move this back over. Perfect for the sets. Can we swap Cinderella for a periwinkle? To swap a Cinderella for a periwinkle. So do you prefer, is there a Cinderella you prefer to swap out? So the top one's lighter, bottom one is darker, and then periwinkle I'll pop there. Either. I'll let you keep the darker one then, just because I think it goes with the periwinkle more. Okay, is there any other swaps you'd like to do? Can you be invoiced for pin caps on the sets? Please can you get the TARDIS put into Perline? Then all of the others are loose. Of course. So TARDIS you'd like to pop into Perline, which is very kind of you. And then these 6 you'd like to be invoiced for pin caps. So invoice for pin caps on the 2 midnight blues, the 2 blood orange, and 2 sea foam. Excuse my hands, I know I've just knocked everything. There we go. Then the remaining pals here that you can see are going to be your loose pals. Brilliant. Again, I'm just going to pick these up. Okie dokie. And if I bring you back up to me, Lisa, I hope you're happy with everything there. I hope Mim was nice enough for you as well. Invoice will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, Lisa. And that's up there for you. Hello. Is the gold, you'll have to send me a photo of the gold to see if it is orangey or if it's more gold, if that's okay. Thank you. Sorry, Aaron just came in. You're very welcome, Lisa. Up next then today is Helen Dews. Helen, are you here? You can turn it off if you want for a minute. Oh, I think it's, yeah, but I think it needs to be checked. But then it will have to go back on again after. If you don't mind, please, Bab. Helen, hello. Hello. If we do your MIMS first, and then we'll do your openings all together at the end. So starting with MIMS, let's go down to the generator. So Helen, good luck. You've got 2 of the Madam MIMS medlings. So for your first one, and you've got 4 jewellery picks to start with. So grabbing this, just giving it a bit of a, oh, I saw some come out then. Okay, so your first one is a pair of earrings. Your second one is a pair of earrings. Your third one is a cage pendant, and your fourth one is a pair of earrings. So all the earrings are coming out now. So 2 sets of earrings, a cage pendant, and then another set of earrings. However, let's see what Mim has got to say before we look at those. So Mim's card says, is it upside down? No, yes. You have to choose earrings. Okay, so we've had this one today already. So you have to choose from the earrings. If you don't have earrings in your selection, keep picking until one comes out. So luckily we do have 3 pairs of earrings here. So it does mean that the cage pendant is going to have to go away, as you have to choose earrings. But for your earring choices then, Lisa, not Lisa, I'm so sorry, it's because I was just talking to Lisa. For your earring choices, Helen, Bab, can you close the door, please? Sorry, he left the door open, it's freezing. For your earring choices, earring number 1 is, now these, I don't know what to call, I think they're more snapback earrings, because you pull the back off, you thread it through, and then you click it back on again. So it does click quite nicely. It's hard. It looks harder in gloves, but it is literally just pop it off and click it back on. So these are just smaller, like almost a rectangle square, if you like, earrings. So the pearls sit directly at the bottom. So there is a slight curve where the pearls are going to sit against the earring there. From the front, it is a silver bar, as you can see. So that will be your front view. Silver bar, pearl directly beneath, and then the pearls sit directly at the bottom. Again, they don't wiggle independently, these ones. The pearls will sort of be stuck against, sort of still with the earring themselves. Was it, Bab? Oh. Okay, so that is option A. Option B is a pair of stud earrings. So these ones are not on the website, because I was looking at these, so I was trying to update the stock of them, and yeah, they're just not on the website yet, so these are new. However, we have seen these before. So these are stud back earrings. Again, come with 2 openings, 2 pearls need to go on the jewellery. And these are the swoosh earrings with the shards. So swoosh at the top, starting bigger, getting smaller, and then reverse swoosh at the bigger, getting smaller. So they sort of swoosh into each other, and then they've got the shard crystals sort of embedded in each of the swooshes. So instead of the cluster crystals, shard crystals. The pearls here do dangle beneath, so again the pearls will sort of move independently of the earrings, have a little wiggle as well. Okay, so that is option B. And then option C is a pair of earrings where you can have two openings, but with these ones you can choose to have the pearls on or off the jewellery. So you don't need to have the pearls on these ones if you don't want to. These are the unicorn love earrings. So again, I just don't want them to spin around. So let me just tighten them up. Okay, so these ones are stud back earrings. And then this unicorn love earrings. Oh, so as you can see, it is a unicorn head with a heart at the bottom. Now, if you have pearls on here, the pearls do hang from the bottom of the heart. Or you can have these as they are, and then the pearls loose. Okay, so all with two openings, Helen. It's just the unicorn ones you can have the pearls on or off, and the other two the pearls need to be on. Which ones would you like to have? So option A, option B, option C. A, B and C. So option C is already on the website. A and B aren't on the website yet. A, love the simplicity. Of course you can. So other two going away, and then A is yours. Perfect, so that's your first MIMS. Now we will do all the openings at the end. So then with your second MIMS, which again you come back for the generator, so good luck for your second spin. And we've got number 2. So this time you've got 2 jewellery picks. So again, just mixing. So when I mix, I sort of grab a handful and sort of pull up and drop down, so it sort of moves the bags around. So your first one is a cage pendant, and then option 2 is a pair of earrings. So a cage pendant and a pair of earrings to start. But let's see what Mim has got to say. Oh, I think I dropped, sorry, I dropped, there we go, this one. Receive a free bottle to store your pearls in. So this is a nice card. You get one of the little glass bottles with the cork at the top, and then that's going to be, so you can put loose pearls in if you wanted to. Perfect. So your jewellery choices with this one is the cage pendant comes with 1 opening, Helen. This one does hold 1 pearl at a time. So if you wanted to have, you'll be able to swap and change the pearls around. So if you've got any pearls at home, swap them, change them around. This one has got the little dangling crystals. Let me get it so it hangs out for a second. So it's got this little crystal that dangles in the middle, which means when your pearl's in there, it doesn't, at the moment it sort of sinks in, but when the pearl's in there, it does sort of sit in front of the pearl. And then you've got this like a vortex of crystals embedded going into the middle, into that larger crystal, and then you've got these stars here on this silver section of it. Then your pearl colour will be seen in the middle and sort of surrounding this crystal here. It's a very pretty cage pendant, that one. So that's option A. And then with your earrings, these ones come with 2 openings, and these ones you can actually choose to have the pearls on or off the jewellery. These ones are the hook back earrings, and they are the afterlife earrings. The afterlife pendants are on the website for these. So hook back earrings. If you was to have the pearls on these ones, the pearls sort of hang in the centre. However, like I said, you don't have to have the pearls on these ones if you don't want to. This has got the red glass heart, so it's got 3 different colours that this one comes in, so clear, red and purple. So this is the red one. So you've got a heart with like a skeleton hand coming up, and then 3 roses that sit on top of the heart. Okay, so very, very different choices with this one, Helen. So completely different. So option A is the cage pendants, 1 opening, and you can swap and change the pearls around at home. Option B is the afterlife earrings. Comes with 2 openings, and you can choose to have the pearls on or off the jewellery. Could you have option B? Of course you can. So option B is yours. Okay, so that is your Mim's jewellery chosen. So that's 4 openings with Mim, and then you have a further 7 openings. So that's 11 altogether, Helen. So which 11 would you like to have? You've got oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each. If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. Sorry, my tea goes cold very, very quickly. The purple, yes. So it's like a light, like amethysty purple, isn't it? $11. Hopefully I've counted that correctly. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Thank you, Kelsey and Nancy. 7 pops, 4 oysters. Donate the shells. Perfect. So 4 oysters. They will be, Lisa, yes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 7 pops. Oh, I feel like, yeah, one of them doesn't count because the purple is sitting in the blue egg there. So these ones are fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 1 pearl in this one, so I'll just pop that. So 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay, Helen, are there any colours that you're hoping for? So we're going to do praline, egg pops, and then oysters. Are you happy if I keep all the pearls together on the board, or would you prefer if I keep them separate for you? So starting with praline, good luck. Bloop. And you have got a seafoam green as the gifted pearl. So greens are going to be, let's go up 1. Yeah, over there. So seafoam green to start. Together is fine, perfect. So egg pop number 1. We've got 3 pearls in the first egg pop, a greeny blue peacock. Now it does have this little indentation I just saw. Let's grab this. Is it going to focus? Yeah, just a little imperfection there, if you can see that. So obviously I can swap this at the end if you're not happy. So a greeny blue peacock. I think you can slightly see the inclusion there, but it's not massively dark. You've also got a silver chocolate. and a slightly squished pebble, bright pink. So just a slight squished pebble. So you can see it's wider here and then thinner here, just because of the squished pebble effect, or look. Your second egg pop. Two pals in this one, and we've got a darker TARDIS blue and then a darker burgundy red, which go gorgeously together, the blues and reds. Next egg pop. Four pals in this one. We've got another TARDIS blue. I think it's possibly slightly lighter than the first, only by a touch there. You've got a blood orange. Let me just brush the sand off a bit more. There we go. So blood orange. It's a pickle green, and then a raspberry pink. Your next egg pop. Three pals in this one. A grass green, a raspberry, and an autumn peach. Next egg pop. And we've got four pals in this one. So in here we've got another raspberry. Now that it's got even darker, deeper raspberry there, so we've sort of got darker through the shades of raspberry. Another blood orange, a gunmetal chocolate, and then a silver chocolate. Two more egg pops to go. So your next one. Two pals in this one. And another blood orange. So third blood orange there. Now this one is only slightly oval. And a mustard yellow. Haven't got yellows yet. And then the last egg pop. Three pals in this one. And you've got a darker silver Cinderella. Let me just brush the sand off again. So yeah, he is dark Cinderella, but he does have that silver overtone to him. You've got a dove grey, which I'm going to do a monochrome line. Let me just switch this over a bit. And then another blood orange. Blood orange is the colour of the night so far, I think. Sorry, I'm just brushing the sand off again. I am waiting for my felt to arrive so I can change the sand dish to a felt dish. And then we won't have the sand on the board. Okay, so they are the egg pop pals. So then if we come back for your oysters. Okay, so oyster number one. Light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Okay, there's no more in that one. Okay, so your first colour out is a, oh, I believe it's an indigo. Oh, maybe it's not more, actually, sorry, it's more periwinkle. My apologies. It's because it's got the bluey purple, but no, he is more periwinkle. Oh my, we don't have a purple line yet. I'm going to do purple line under the peacock line, just because then we can sort of keep it all on screen for now. And the peacocks, there's only one there, so I hope that's okay. So it's more of a periwinkle from your first oyster. Oyster number 2. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in that swim. Okay, so in here we've got a darker sea foamy green, almost like a mix between the sea foam and the grass green. Oh. So you can see sea foam there and grass green there, so this is like its baby between the two. Your next oyster. What's sun tea? I've never heard of sun tea. Light pop there. Okay, there's no more in that one. And we've got a, oh, I think it's a rose gold. Brewed outside in the sun. From cold water or from hot water? I'm not sure. It is, it's a rose gold. Gorgeous, slightly larger rose gold there as well. I'd still say around an 8. And then your last oyster. Light pop. And then there's no more in this one. Is the sun meant to warm it up? I'm confused. Or does it? What's the difference between popping it in the sun and popping it just on the side in the house? Your last colour, Helen, is an. Oh, actually, is it rose gold? No, it's pixie dust. Oh, so I'll show you the difference between the two. They're very, very similar, but I'll pop them on the whiteboard just so we can see the difference closer. We haven't had pixie dust in a while. So if I go through the colours and then I'll pop those two up for you. Okay, so sea foam green, pickle green, grass green, and then a mix between the sea foam and grass green. You've then got the greeny blue peacock and the periwinkle. Then silver chocolate, gunmetal chocolate, silver chocolate, rose gold, and then pixie dust. Bright pink, and then you've got 3 raspberries, which are getting slightly brighter as we go down the line. You've got 2 TARDIS blues, and then a darker silver Cinderella. Burgundy red, blood orange, then autumn peach, and then 3 blood oranges, a mustard yellow, and then a dove grey. So the rose gold is the larger pearl. So it's only a slight difference, but if you can see the rose gold, the pixie dust has got like a golden, silvery golden shine, whereas the rose gold, I think that's slightly more pinky rose gold, but it doesn't have like the silver overtone. It's very subtle difference, but there it is, that difference there. Okay, Helen, what do you think to all of these? If you're happy, they are yours, and I'll need to know which colours you would like where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Can you have the rose gold on the pendant? Yes. Rose gold on the pendant. And can I match the sea foam and the burgundy? So the grassy sea foam I don't think I'll be able to match, but I should be able to match. I'm just going to move the pixie dust up one. I should be able to match the sea foam and the burgundy. Playing roller balls. So sea foam first. No, that's too, I could already see that was too dark. No. Needs to be a bit bigger than that. Yep, perfect. So I'd need to know what 2 we're swapping out if I can match the burgundy as well. It's a gorgeous, slightly darker burgundy actually. How about, oh, that's just a touch too small. How about you? There we go. So if you're happy with those pairings, which 2 are we swapping out? La 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 la. Take from the orange line. Okay, so 1 and 2. Brilliant. Put the burgundy on the Mim heart earrings and the seafoam on the swing earrings. Okay, so seafoam on the swing. Let me just double check the others. Okay, perfect. And then Thread. I think I've just shortchanged you 2 openings, Helen. Hang on, we might need another 2 openings because I've just realised that one of your pairs of earrings has got 4 pearls on. So hang on, let me just count again. If I have, I'm so sorry. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have. You're actually owed another 2 openings, Helen. I'm so sorry. So basically, do you know the earrings which have got 4 pearls? I just counted them as 2 and not 4. So would you like to do the other 2 openings before continuing? No, I didn't realise until I was just I just looked to write it down, and I just realised that it's 4, not 2. So yeah, would you like to do the other 2 openings? I am sorry, I did. Yeah. And if so, would you like to have oysters or egg pops? One pop, 1 oyster. Okay, so let me bring you back. Oh, I'm glad we noticed now though. Okay, so I have popped it on with those earrings that have got multiples. I have popped the number on, so I just need to make sure that I double check myself. Okay, so again, we'll do egg pop first, oyster afterwards. So I saw something about swapping for rose gold, so I haven't done that yet. So we'll see what comes out, and then if you'd like to do that, I can go back and find it. Okay, so with the next egg pop, nope, sorry. So 3 pearls in this one. So we've got a TARDIS blue, so another TARDIS blue, a dark purple frost, and then it's a pickle green, which is lighter than the first pickle green, and if I pop it at the top, he's slightly oval. And then with your oyster, okay, there's no more in that one. And we've got a smaller, oh, he's a small, is it a dark TARDIS possibly? He is, he's a baby TARDIS. He's slightly darker than your other TARDISes, but look at him. He's gorgeous, baby TARDIS. Okay, so adding to the pearls there is the funky pickle and the baby TARDIS blue. So I don't know if I've, oh actually I might have, let me finish the sentence. I was going to say, I don't know if I've got rose gold, but then I thought I might have the drilled rose gold. Hang on, let me just finish cleaning this and then, okay, so let me have a look for, did you still want to swap to rose gold? So I do have the pre-drilled rose gold, so if they're going on the jewellery I can swap for those in, which might be nicer. Yes, so let me go back up. You said swap 2 orange for rose gold for the crystal stud earrings. So like I said, these are pre-drilled, but if they're going on the jewellery then it's absolutely fine. And it means that I can get like a nice slightly darker shade. How about, oh, are they close? How about these two here? Or are they two? Rose gold was 44. Or I've got slightly lighter ones like so. What do you think to either of those? So I'll take 2 orange. 1, 2. So the darker set or the lighter set? The darker ones, perfect. Just taking the lighter ones away. So if anybody, I know supporters, you'll know what I'm talking about. So if anybody does want to go for drilled pearls, if you happen to know the number that is next to them, which is in the photos, do let me know, because the number will take me to that exact box. Now I do have the photos up next to me so I can sort of find it quickly, but yeah, just as a side note. So those pearls there on the crystal stud, was it the crystal studs? I'm just scrolling back up to check. Yes, perfect. So rose gold on that one, brilliant. And then I'll move the camera back again to see these ones. So we've got the earrings, the other earrings from Mim, and then you've got the earrings with the 4 pearls on, so the spot drop. So with those ones I need the pearls at the top and then the pearls at the bottom. swap out the orange and the yellow for the drilled dark olive. I love the dark olives. Yes, let me just... dark olive is 39. 39. It makes it so much easier. I might pop numbers on all the pots because I can go straight to what I need. So swap out orange and yellow. Okay, perfect. So these two. I'm actually going to move the dove grey over as well, just because then it means they're all grouped together. So the dark olive are very dark, but so, oh, those two, but it is a gorgeous shade. I think that you see it more when the light hits it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop them on the board, just so then you can see it fast. Oh, I don't know if the green's going to show on the white actually. Let's pop it on the blackboard. Oh, I don't know if they're going to show. Stay out. I don't know if you can see that. So if you're happy with these two, if we can see that. Let me see if I can see any brighter ones in there. Possibly those two. Actually, I think you can see the greens. I think it's just they're darker on the camera. So top, oh, those two, if you're happy with those. The light olive, olive pickle, forest emerald, grass olive pickle, pastel. Oh, olive, the light olive. So 33. Oh, I love it already. So if we go, so the light olive look yellow in the photo, but I promise you they are like a olivey green. What do you think to those? And then if so, I'd need another two to swap out. Those on the earrings, swap out the purples. Okay, is it in that order as well? So the light at the top and the dark at the bottom? Oh, they are drilled, aren't they? So they go in the blue bag. Yes, that order. Perfect. So light olive and then dark olive. And then we just need to know for the last pair of Mim earrings. So the square snapback ones. Swap 2 raspberry for creamy light pink if you have some. So when you say, I've got the creamy lavenders, so the, or if you mean like a lighter than, I mean the creamy lavenders are like a pinky lavender. Let me show you these. Let me just find 2. And then see, I'm looking for ones which have got more pink in than purple. Because it's a gorgeous, let me show you. They're gorgeous. If it's not the correct shade, obviously do let me know, but let me just find 2 for you. And do you mind which 2 raspberry or don't you mind? How about these 2? Oh, they're just a tiny bit different in size. How about that one? How about those 2? Are you happy with that shade? Those are fine for the last earrings. Brilliant, Helen. Okay, so creamy, pinky on there. So then remaining pearls are going to be your loose pearls. Are you happy with all of these? Or are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? Swap the 2 Oh, I didn't take 2 pink from the last 2. Sorry, I apologise. So swap the 2 pink, the dove grey and the peacock. So 2 pink, dove grey and the peacock. So those 4 for chocolate bronze and other shades of chocolates. Okay. I've got this one, but it's slightly oval. But that's a nice chocolate bronze. But yeah, it is slightly oval. So it depends if you're happy with that one or not. That one's too close. They're all different shades there. What do you think to those? Or are they too close in shade? Swap the second chocolate for a dark one, so like a dark, you've got like a gunmetal chocolate there, so I'm just trying to get different shades. How about this? This one's like a dark chocolate silver. How about like that one? All the chocolate and green on small lobster fittings and the blues on normal lobster fittings, then you're done. Okay, so that's all of these are on fittings then. So you'd like to be invoiced for small lobster fittings on the pixie dust. That is in the chocolate row. Did you want to have that one on the small lobster fitting as well? Or would you prefer to keep this one loose? So small lobster fittings on the 4 greens, and then you'd like to be invoiced for normal lobster fittings on the 5 blues, including the pixie. Okay, so then the 8, I'm going to put pixie down as a chocolate, so the 8 chocolates. Okay, so then these ones. Okay, Helen, I hope you're happy with everything there. I'll just pop these on here as well. Okay, so your invoice for those will get sent across over the weekend to the email address on the order form. And thank you ever so much for the donation with your shells as well, Helen. And then I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. There we go, that's up there for you. Perfect. Okay, then up next today is Stephanie Park. Stephanie, are you here? You're very, very welcome. Sorry about that, the microphone went. So Stephanie Park, are you here? Thank you, Shelley. I saw it flash out on this one. It's okay when I'm looking at the screen. It's more when we're down and like I'm opening something, I'm not necessarily looking at the microphone wave lines. So Stephanie, are you here? Stephanie Park. I thought I saw Stephanie earlier. I thought so, Shelley. I was going to say, I thought I saw her. You're here, Cindy. Cindy, hello. You're up. Stephanie, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Stephanie, please comment on her comments because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. So last call for Stephanie Park. If not, we'll move on. Okay, so I haven't seen Stephanie, so let's move on. If she comes on, I can add her in, but it would be to the end of the order list, which means up next is Cindy. Cindy Brown, are you here? I don't have a refresh button today. My comments are in like a different position to what they normally are. Cindy, hello. Oh, hang on, wait there. Oh, Stephanie's here. Okay, Cindy, bear with me then, because Stephanie is here. Sorry, Stephanie, you must have come in as I moved on there. So Stephanie, let's go for you. Cindy, you'll be up next. So Stephanie, you have got a Madam Mims meddling. Let me just change it that you are here now. Okay, so let's go down for your spin. Good luck, Stephanie. So this is for how many items of jewellery to pull out of the bag? 4. Okay, so let's give this a mix. And then, so your first one is a cage pendant. I keep dropping. Your next one is a pendant. Your next one is a pair of earrings. And then you've got another pair of earrings. Okay, so before we do Mim, you've got a cage pendant, a pair of earrings, and then another pair of earrings. So if we come across for Mim, and in here it says, put that jewellery back and try again. Okay, so we need to try again, we need to spin the wheel again, put the jewellery back, and then start from the beginning. So all this jewellery goes over here, and then let's go back to the generator, Stephanie. So starting again, good luck. And it's still 4, which is perfect. So with your first one again, we've got a pendant. We've got another pendant. We've got another pendant. And a pair of earrings. Okay, so we've done Mim's cards, so we can go straight into showing the jewellery. So 3 pendants and a pair of earrings. So the first pendant comes with 1 opening, and the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so this one. Have you sent the loyalty card in, Stephanie? So this one is a hat. So it's like a little witch's hat. So it hangs sort of on the, almost on the side, and then the pearl sits right here. So it sits right up against the hat here. Or it could be like a little pixie hat. Oh, sorry, that was the back that I was showing you. Let me show you the front. I apologise. So that with the holes on that side is the back. The front is this side where it's, hang on, I've popped it on the pendant, on the chain the wrong way round. There we go, that makes more sense. Ta-da! Have I done it again? Oh, okay, there we go. So that is the hat. And then the pearl there we go, like that. So then the pearl sits directly at the bottom. But you can wear it either way round. It doesn't need to be specifically this way. You can wear it where you've got that design, because it's like webbed design on the back on this one. So yeah, it can be worn either way. So it comes with 1 opening and 1 pearl on the jewellery. Your second pendant is very fitting for Halloween. This is, I think it was called the Spider's Step pendant. I think that's the name of it. So this one, as the name may give it away, is a spider. So the pearl sits as like the body of the spider. So do you know how spiders have the top circle, then the bottom circle? The pearl sits on this spike here, so it sits right up against this bit as the bottom circle of the spider. He's got little orangey crystal eyes, a larger crystal in front of that, and then a crystal back on this first half, and then the legs sort of come out and sort of hold it up, so it's like the spider is standing upon your chest or wherever you're going to be wearing the pendant. Last week, Stephanie. Oh, I remember. Okay, is this one we spoke about? I think I remember. Because I don't have any emails. Because I sort of cleared those. So, yes, it was because... yes, I remember. So, sorry, that was B. Then your third pendant is... Oh, I know, Shelley. It's probably the only one though. Third pendant comes with one opening, and again, one pearl needs to go onto the jewellery. So this one I don't think is on the website. So this one has got a circle of crystals and then a solid silver smaller circle, which is sort of looped, sort of overlapping each other, and then the pearl sits and dangles from beneath. So it's a smaller, more elegant pendant, and the pearl does have a little sort of bit of movement independent of the pendant. But the pearl sits at the bottom here. And then your last option, option D, is the pair of earrings, which are actually in the back in stock section on the website. So they went on the back in stock section this week. So these earrings are stud back earrings, and they have got the crystal at the top where the stud goes through. You've then got a circular hoop from that stud, and then the pearls sit opposite the stud. Now, if you could get them sitting in your ear like this, you could have them that way around, but gravity is always going to pull them down because the pearl's going to be slightly more weighted, obviously, than the crystal, I imagine, because there's more weight, more sort of shift on it as well, because the hoop as well. So 2 pearls, 2 openings, and 2 pearls on the jewellery. Okay, which option would you like to have, Stephanie? So you've got option A, which is the hat pendant, comes with 1 opening, 1 pearl needs to go onto the jewellery. Option B, which is the spider's step pendant, again comes with 1 opening and 1 pearl on the jewellery. Option C, which is the, this one doesn't have a name yet, but it is, again, comes with 1 opening and 1 pearl on the jewellery. And then the earrings come with 2 openings, and 2 pearls do need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so would you like to have A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? You'd like to have D. Okie dokie. So then with your loyalty card and with the 2 openings here, that's 3 altogether. Which 3 would you like to have? Oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'd need to know how many of each you would like. There we go. I'm scared of spiders too, 100% understand. However, I do like that pendant and the spider earrings as well. And we've also got another spider pendant on the website. All of those items I do like, even though I'm scared of spiders, I do, yeah, like those. The spider earrings I actually have a pair of. I don't wear them all the time, only because for me, my hair got caught around one of the legs once, and it took me ages to get Aaron to get out, but that's only because my hair knotted really easily. I think it's, I don't know why. But yeah, so now I don't wear those ones as often. It's gorgeous, Shan, isn't it? 2 pops, 1 oyster. Okay, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate the shells? And would you like me to keep them separate on the board, or are you happy if the pearls get mixed together? So 1 oyster, 2 pops. So we'll do Pauline, then your pops, then your oyster, Stephanie. Okay, so good luck. Bloop. Your gifted pearl is a darker midnight blue. Egg pop number 1 has got 3 pearls in this one. So in here, this is a brighter apple green. You've got a coral, and you've got a lemon yellow. Oh, let me just brush the sand off that. Egg pop number 2. 3 pearls in this one. You've got a purple frost, a burgundy red, and a seafoam green. And then with your oyster, light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And there's no more in this one. Okay, so with your last pearl, you've got a lighter rose gold. So you've got all different colours here, Stephanie. Every pearl, every option is a different colour for you. Okay, so now what we need to know is what 2 pearls you would like to have on your earrings. So if you're happy with these, which 2 would you like? If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. I'll just need to know what colours you'd like to swap in and what colours you'd like to swap out. The rose gold, I'll have a look for you. Okay, I might have to look at the drilled pals, as I don't have any non-drilled pals there. However, with the drilled pals, they are going on the earrings, so there we go. Okay, so if you're happy with that one, which colour would you like to swap out? Thank you. Can you grab me some kitchen towel too, please? Oh, Aaron. Why that flavour? Neither. So which colours do you have here? So you've got the midnight blue, apple green, seafoam green, coral, lemon yellow, purple frost and burgundy red. So I'd need to know which colour you'd like to swap out. Swap the yellow. Okay, and then these two on the jewellery. Perfect. So then the remaining pals, Stephanie, are going to be your loose pals. Are you happy with these, or are there any other swaps or changes you'd like to make? Match the first blue and the purple for simple studs. I'll have a look for you. And then the purple is purple frost. So it's slightly too big, that one, although that was extremely close, wasn't it? Sometimes it takes me ages to match one, and sometimes I can sort of eyeball it straight away. Oh, I think that's still a tiniest bit too big. I'm gonna guess this one's too small though, yeah. let's go for this one. Okay, so if you're happy with those two, which two would you like to swap out? Oh, bless you, Shelley. Thank you for answering there. So if you're happy with those, you'd like to be invoiced for simple studs with them. So I just need to know which two you'd like to swap out. The bottom green and the coral. Okay, and then that leaves you with the apple green and the burgundy red as your loose pearls. Are you happy with those, or would you like to make any other changes? You'd like to be invoiced for small lobster fittings on those two. So invoice for small lobster fitting on the apple green and the burgundy red. Okay, so if I bring you back up here, perfect, Stephanie, I hope you're happy with that. So, your invoice will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donation with your shells as well, Stephanie, and then I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Perfect. And then Cindy Brown, are you still here? Stephanie, you're very, very welcome. Cindy, hello. Cindy, you have got two of Madam Mim's meddling. So, if we do your wheels first, then we'll do all of the openings together at the end. So, going down to the wheel, Cindy, good luck for your first one. And you've got number 3, so you've got 3 jewellery picks to start with. Stephanie, thank you for the stars. So 3 jewellery choices. Let me mix this up. And Your first one is a cage pendant. Your second one is a normal pendant. And then your third one is a charm. So quite a nice selection there. So cage pendant, pendant and charm. If we come up to see what Mim has got to say. And she says, have a bonus pearl colour of my choice. So you have a bonus pearl colour of my choice. So I'm going to go for apple green. So you're going to get a apple green as your bonus pearl colour. Now you can swap this if you'd like to at the end, but you've basically got a bonus pearl there to play with. So if we go through your options for you, Cindy, your first one is a cage pendant. So this cage pendant comes with one opening and holds one pearl at a time as well. This one is a Halloweeny cage pendant, so it's very apt for the months we're in. So the pearl sits in the centre of the cage, and if I put my glove here, there you go. So it's a pumpkin with like a scary skeleton face on the pumpkin, and then everywhere you can see my black glove is where you're going to see your pearl colours through. Okay, so with it being a cage, you'll be able to swap and change the pearls around at home. So that's your first option. Option 2 is a pendant. So again, this pendant comes with one opening, and you have to choose to have, no, you do need, sorry, to have the pearl on the jewellery with this one. So this one, the pearl sits and dangles from beneath the pendant, and it is a butterfly. So the butterfly is hanging from one wing. The wings have got like a mother of pearl look in each of the wings, and then the pearl dangles from the bottom. It's got like a bulbous, I don't know how else to describe it, like a bulging effect in each of the wings there. So it's quite a nice texture to sort of touch as well. So one opening, and the pearl does need to go on him. And then with your charm, so if you choose to have the charm, you can have a normal jump ring, or you can have a pendant jump ring, which is like a 6mm jump ring, so you can pop this on a pendant, or you can have a small lobster fitting, a normal lobster fitting, or a hoop fitting. So you do get to pick between all of the fittings if you choose to keep this one. So this one comes with one opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. And this is the Candy Skull charm. So it is slightly smaller because it is a charm. So Candy Skull charm. It's got love hearts cut out for the eyes and nose. Sorry, you can see the reflection of the wheel there. Okay, Cindy, which one would you like? So you've got A is the cage pendant, comes with one opening, you can swap and change the pearls around at home. B is the butterfly pendant, comes with one opening, pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. Option C is the Candy Skull charm, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. You'd like to have option B, Cindy. Of course, so the butterfly pendant is yours. Okay, so then moving on to your second Mims, Madam Mims meddling, and then we'll do all of the openings at the end. So if we go across to the wheel again for your second one, so good luck this time. And you've got four choices this time. So again, just mixing it for you. And number one is a pendant. The next one is, oh, nearly dropped it, is a pair of earrings. Your next one is another pair of earrings. And then the last one is a crystal pendant. So if we go to see what Mim has got to say. So down. You have to choose a pendant. If you don't have, oh, it says earrings, but it's meant to say pendant. Oh, sorry. So you have to choose a pendant. If you don't have a pendant in your selection, keep picking until one comes out. Sorry, I must have not changed that word. So you've got to choose a pendant. So you've got one pendant, and you do technically have your Christmas crystal pendant there. So the earrings do need to go, I'm afraid. So you have to pick between the pendants. So if we go through these two, the first one is a cat pendant. This one comes with one opening, and this one you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now it's a cat silhouette which is leaning over a fish bowl with 3 fish inside. They're very happy fish. If you can see, they've got big smiles on their faces. So a cat silhouette sort of diving in, playing with the goldfish in the fish bowl. So if you choose to have the pearl on this one, it does go at the top and can move around. Because the cat is so reflective, it also reflects the pearl colour as well. So that's option A. Option B is the crystal pendant. So again, this one comes with one opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. This is a traditional crystal heart charm in a golden shadow colouring. So it's got a gorgeous golden effect. Now it's going to be lighter and darker depending on how the lights catches the crystal here. So again, if you choose to have the pearl on this one, it goes at the top and can move around. Cindy, would you like to have option A or option B? And you'd like to have option B, so you'd like to have the crystal pendant with this one. Perfect. Okay, so that means you've got 2 openings, Cindy, altogether. So you've got the butterfly and then you've got the crystal heart. So the butterfly definitely needs to have a pearl on, and the crystal heart, you can choose to have the pearl on or off. Would you like to have egg pops or oysters, or one of each? Sorry, this just popped up. I just need it to close down. There we go. Sorry about that. You'd like to have pops and donate the shells. So you'd like to have 2 pops. Is that right? So 1 and 2. I'm not going to open them just till you confirm, just because obviously it slightly contradicts because of the donate the shells. But I can do pearline. Now you already have got the pearl there, so that was from Mim, that pearl. So that you've already got the apple green. So then the gifted pearls from Pearline. Bloop. Oh, he's a dark purple. So Cadbury purple. No need to be sorry, Cindy. Honestly, I just wanted to double check. Just because obviously it contradicted itself slightly. I just wanted to make sure so I didn't open something you didn't want. So it's more like a Cadbury grape purple, that one. Egg pop number 1. And you've got 2 pearls in here. So your first one is a bridal white. And then you've got a really dark, deep raspberry. Egg pop number 2. 4 pearls in this one. Okay, so we've got a dove grey, a darker gunmetal grey, a creamy two-tonal yellow. So it is yellow, but is slightly darker and lighter in areas. So it's a pastel-y two-tonal yellow. And a black cherry. Okay, so Cindy, what do you think to these? So with the butterfly, we definitely need the pearl on. With the crystal pendant, you can choose to have the pearl on or off. So if I go through all of the colours for you, then let me know what you think. You've got an apple green, a grapey Cadbury purple, a bridal white, a dove grey and a gunmetal grey, a raspberry, a pastel yellow and then a black cherry. Bless you, Lisa. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, my lovely. Have a great weekend. What do you think, Cindy? What would you like to do? Swap the pastel yellow for a yolk yellow for the butterfly. Nothing on the crystal. So this yellow, what do you think to that one? Yes, perfect. So then the remaining pearls here, are you happy with these, or are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? The purple and the gunmetal grey would like to gift into Perline, which is very, very kind of you there, Cindy. So I'm sure whoever's going to receive those will be very, very happy. And then you'd like to have hoop fittings on the remaining pearls. Okay. Perfect. Cindy, I hope you're going to be happy with everything there, my lovely. Your invoice will get sent across for you to the email address on the order form. It should be over the weekend for you as well. So that's safe up there. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Right, up next then today is Kit Donal. Kit, are you here? Kit, hello, bless you. So you've got 4 of the Madam Mim's medallings. I always have to check the name because I don't want to say it wrong. So we'll do them, all of the Mim's medaling first, and then we'll do the openings together at the end if that's okay. So let's go to the generator for your first spin. So Kit, good luck. Your first spin has given us 3. So you've got 3 items of jewellery to start with. So we have a bracelet, earrings, and another pair of earrings. And then if we see what Mim has got to say. Oh, let's put it on the right camera. Okay. No pearl swaps. Okay, so for whatever you pick here, keep in mind that however many openings that is, whatever comes out of there, there are no pearl swaps for. Now, obviously, you do have other Mim spins, so you will be able to swap those colours, but the openings for these ones, there are no pearl swaps for. Let me just get it focused again. There you go. So no pearl swaps. So I'll keep that there to remind me. So let's go through the jewellery for you. So your first one was a bracelet. So the bracelet is 7.5 inches long. It comes with 1 opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Also, any charms or pearls on lobster fittings at home, you can pop on the bracelet as well. So the bracelet has got the kiss links. So it's got quite a nice larger oval link, and then what I call a kiss link in between, holding them together. So you can't pop anything on the kiss link, but on all of these open links you can. Okay, so quite a nice, a slightly chunky bracelet as well there. So that's option A. Option B is these are back on stock on the website. So these are stud back earrings. They come with 2 openings, and again 2 pearls need to go onto the jewellery. So stud backs, and then at the top where the stud is, you've got like an upside down raindrop, and then it goes into the correct way round raindrop. So it sort of drops into each other, and then the pearls sit in the round drop part of this earring. So the pearls won't be able to move here, they sort of sit in that centre section. So it comes with 2 openings and 2 pearls need to go on the jewellery. Julie, yes, if it was her only openings and she had earrings, then you would be able to swap one pearl to match another pearl that you already had for the earrings. So yes, you could do that. Option C is your second pair of earrings, and in here these ones I believe are on the website as well. These are the hook back earrings, and these have got the infinity sign where half of it is embedded crystals, half of it's silver, and the top half is slightly smaller than the bottom half, so it's a continuation from the hook all the way around into the design, and then the pearls dangle from beneath. So again, they'll have a little bit of movement to them at the bottom here. So this one comes with 2 openings and 2 pearls need to go onto the jewellery. Okay. Kit, which one would you like to have? A, which is your bracelet, comes with 1 opening and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Option B, which is your stud back earrings, comes with 2 openings and you can have, the pearls do need to go on the jewellery. Option C is the hook back earrings, again 2 openings and 2 pearls need to go on the jewellery. And then whatever you pick for, however many that is, no pearl swaps there. C, perfect. So C is yours, and then I'll put the no pearl swaps card on top of this bag for now to remind me. Okay, so then coming back for your second spin then, so to the wheel. Good luck for your second spin. I think they are the Forever in this, Shelley, yes. Second one has given you 2 options. So mixing these up. And option 1 is a pair of snapback earrings. And option 2 is a pendant. And Mim says, once you have chosen the jewellery, Brecken picks from the secret cards to decide what happens next. Okay, so you need to choose which item of jewellery you would like, and then we have to pick another card from the secret cards to see what then happens. Okay, so with these 2 items of jewellery then, so you've got your snapback earrings. Now these ones are not on the website yet, and we've already got the chain link snapback earrings. Now these ones would be perfect. It's almost like these are padlocked in. So snapback earrings are this design, and the pearl is going to be dangling at the bottom here. Now the design at the front, like I said, it's like a padlock chain design all the way along. It is gorgeous. Hang on, let me see if this helps. Yeah, it's like a padlock design. So this one comes with 2 openings and 2 pearls need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, option B is the Aurora pendant. So this pendant comes with 1 opening and the pearl does need to get set in the centre of the pendant here. So this is the Aurora pendant. Now this one does have like a slight wavy, if you can see that there, slight wavy edges. And then it's got a crystal border within that wavy edge and then the pearl sits in the centre. Okay, so would you like to have A or B before we do your secret card? Can you have A, the earrings? You can. Now let me bring you back up, and the secret card bag is this guy. So this one, again, it's all backwards, so I don't actually know what it says until we go down. So it says at the top, secret cards. Keep that jewellery and no pearl swaps, or swap the jewellery with pearl swaps allowed. So keep this item of jewellery and have no pearl swaps, or swap the jewellery for the other item, which is the Aurora pendant, and have pearl swaps allowed. Now do keep in mind that the first item is already no pearl swaps as well. What would you like to do? Let's swap. Okay, let me get the Aurora pendant back. So that means pearl swaps are allowed. This card is void, and your new item to keep is the Aurora pendant. Is that correct? Is that the choice you wanted to make? Just so I haven't got it wrong before we move on. And then we've still got another 2 mims to go. The pendant is lovely. Yep, okay, perfect. So let's go for your 3rd wheel spin. So good luck again. And we have 4 choices this time. So again, I do a couple of big grabs, and then your first one is a pair of earrings. Second one is a pendant. Third one is a pendant. Oh. And last one is a charm. So earrings, pendant, charm. Okay, so your mim card, sorry, just is, oh, sorry, got to get to the correct camera. Put that jewellery back and try again. Oh no, which means we need to go back to the wheel, spin the wheel again to see how many items we get. So these 4 You don't get to see, I'm afraid. They go to the side, and then let's go back to the wheel. So put that jewellery back and try again. So good luck to see how many we go for this time. And it's 2 times this time, so 2 items this time to pick from. But on this turn we've already done Mim's card, so whatever 2 comes out is definitely your choice to pick from. Okay, so a pendant and a pair of earrings. So quite a nice choice to pick from, pendant or earrings. So with your pendant, this one is similar to the butterfly design that we saw earlier. However, it is the bow. So this pendant comes with 1 opening, and 1 pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. And again, it's a bow hanging from one half of the bow, and it's got the bowed out middle with like the mother of pearl effect there. And then the pearl will dangle and sit at the bottom of the pendant there. Okay. And then option B, these earrings are on the website already. They come with 2 openings, and the 2 pearls do need to go onto the jewellery. They are stud back earrings, and they are called the dangle heart earrings. So studs at the top, and then straight at the top is like a silver ball stud. Hanging from the silver ball stud is you've got a little silver heart, very reflective. You've then got a chain, and then at the bottom of the chain is you've got the border outline of a heart, which is encrusted with crystals. And then halfway down is where your pearl is going to sit on both of the earrings. So these ones come with 2 openings, and 2 pearls go on the jewellery, and the pearls sit halfway down. Okay, so, let me just spin that around. So your options this time is A, which is the bow pendant, 1 opening, 1 pearl on the jewellery, or B, they haven't sat very nicely here, that's kind of okay. B is the dangle heart earrings. B, you'd like to have B, perfect. They are yours. Oh, let me just pop those in here as well. Perfect. And then you've got your last spin. So let's go to the wheel. So this is your last Mim's Spin Now kit before your openings, of course. So good luck. And in here you've got 2, so 2 items of jewellery to pick for. Oh, that was a big handful. You've got a cage pendant or a charm. So a cage pendant or a charm. However, let's see what Mims has got to say. So I've sort of picked lots of cards up and then again just see what drops, like I do with the jewellery. Have a bonus pearl colour of Brecken's choice. Yay! You've got a nice card. So have a bonus pearl colour of Brecken's choice. Excuse me. Let's go for I'm gonna go for Mystic Purple. However, oh, hang on, let me put it on the correct camera. However, you can swap this. So you can swap him for a different colour if you would like to. Okay, perfect. So if we come across to the jewellery choices, the first one is a cage pendant. Oh, I thought this was the Chinese knot cage pendant, but I don't think it is. I think that this one is... I don't think this one's on the website. So this one comes with one opening, and you can choose to have the pearl. Obviously the pearl does go in the pendant, but then you can swap the pearls around at home with any of the loose pearls that you may have. So this one is the same on both sides. It's, oh, sorry, excuse my fingers. It's exactly the same on both sides, and you can see the pearl at every angle with this one. It's like a crisscross of lines. It's not the Chinese knots, but I can't remember if it's on the website. He is lovely, but yeah, the pearl goes, you see the pearl, sorry, the pearl goes in the middle, and you can see the pearl from every angle. So it comes with one opening and the pearl goes in there. Now with the charm, you can pick any fitting, so you can have this on a pendant if you wanted to, or you can have any of the other fittings if you choose to keep this one. So this charm comes with one opening, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So this one is a night and day charm. Oh, I've popped it on backwards, so I'll just have to flip it over. So this one has got a sun and a moon. So the sun is the main sort of background, and then the moon comes through, and then you've got this almost like little anchor points coming off as the sun's rays there, making it along the bottom. Okay, which one would you like this time here, kids? Option A or option B? Both come with one opening. The cage, you can swap and change the pearls around at home. Option B, you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Oh, sorry, I lost the camera then. A or B? A, you'd like to be invoiced for a chain. So with the chains, they're actually all on the website now, my lovelies. I'll pop the link in. So if you don't have to pay for the P&P, because that is obviously if it's added onto an existing order. But yeah, then that way you can pick the exact chain and length and everything there. And there we go. Okay, so if we come back up, I'll work out how many openings we've got. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 openings altogether. What 6 would you like to have? So you've got the, I'm going to put them down as the Forever earrings. I don't think that's the exact name, but then I'll just roughly know here. The Dangle Hearts earrings. You've got the cage pendant. So with the cage pendant, I don't need to know what colour you'd like on there, because you're going to be able to swap and change those around. But then you've got the, oh, I spelt that wrong. How did I spell my own daughter's name wrong? A-U-R-O-R-A. Apparently I can't spell that and talk at the same time. Nobody tell my daughter. And then the Aurora pendant. 6, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 pops, 2 oysters, mix and donate the shells. And which 2 are you not swapping pearls from? So 2 of the openings we're not swapping, so I'll need to know those sort of before we open. Is it going to be the oysters or the pops, or one of each? So 1 and 2. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. She does keep moving. Now I've seen it, it creeps me out. I keep having double shivers. I never normally have double shivers. So yeah, for this card here, Which two, oh look, a reflection of the camera. So that does say no pal swaps. Yeah, which two are we not swapping from? Two of the pops. Okay, so it will be the first two pops that we open, we're not swapping from. And then the other two pops, Pearline, Oysters, and the gifted pearl from me, you can swap from. Okay, so we're going to do Pearline, then the pops, then the Oysters. So let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. Pearline to start with. Look, oh, a darker pearl here. So we've got a midnight blue. Again, very dark midnight blue, but midnight blue as the gifted pearl. And then, like I said, the first two pops, so these are just the first two that I grabbed. So these two here, there's not going to be pearl swaps from. So pop one, 4 pearls in this one. And you've got a slightly darker lavender. So I'll pop these pearls at the bottom just so we know. Sorry, brush the sand off. So lavender, you've got a Cinderella blue, you've got a lemon yellow, and you've got a two-tonal silver chocolate. So he's darker and then brighter. Okay, the second pop that we can't swap from. And you've got 3 pearls in this one. So a Cadbury purple, a TARDIS blue. I'm actually going to change the placement of these if that's okay. And then a blood orange. We're gonna change it so that all over here, just because I don't want to run out of room. Okay, so those 2 lines we can't swap, but then the rest of the ones that are going to be over here we can. Okay, so your next egg pop. 3 pearls in this one. And you've got a GB peacock, so a greeny blue peacock, a blood orange, and a silver chocolate. And then your last pop, 2 pearls in this one. A very dark raspberry and a darker burgundy red. Now, is that it looks like raspberry, but he's so close to blood orange there. So close. I think it's just because the shades are so deep. I don't know if that's right, so bold a colour. Right, coming across for your oysters then. So oyster number 1. You have triples. 3 pearls from your first oyster. Okay, now I may have to move, actually, because the peacocks, there's only one there, I'm going to put a monochrome line under the peacock if that's okay. So you've got a bridal white and a dove grey, And then you've also got a darker TARDIS blue. The second oyster, slight double pop. And there's no more in that swim. And you've got another TARDIS blue. There's been a few baby blues today. Now this one's, I'd say, slightly smaller than the first one out, as you can see there. But what do you think to all of these kits? So I'll go through all of the colours again for you, and then if you're happy, I'll need to know which colours you would like where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so if we do the ones which you can swap to start with. Okay, so you've got, so hang on, let me point just so we don't get lost. So you've got Mystic Purple, Midnight Blue, 2 TARDIS blues, GB Peacock, which is greeny blue peacock, Bridal White, Dove Grey, Blood Orange, Silver Chocolate, Raspberry, Burgundy Red. I'm going to move those ones into that line, because then that way we're going to be able to see everything a lot better. There you go. So the ones we can't swap is the two-tonal dark silver chocolate, lavender, Cadbury purple, blood orange. It is like a lemony yellow, the Cinderella blue, and the TARDIS blue. Okay, so we've got the Forever earrings, the Dangle Heart earrings, the Aurora pendant. Which colours would you like where? And of course, if there's any swaps, I can do that for you as well. Yeah, so swap the blood orange and the raspberry. Just going to move that one up for the 2 black cherry for the Forever earrings. So these 2 here, if you're happy with those. Yes, okay, perfect. swap the white and the grey. White and grey for matching burgundy red for the other set. Okay, so this is for the dangle heart earrings. How about these two here? Mystic purple on the Aurora pendant. I love that so much. Mystic on there. Okay, so then the remaining pearls are going to be your loose pearls here then, Kit. So with remaining pearls, are you happy with these, or are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? All blues peacock, all purples aren't two-tonal on pink caps, and the rest into Pauline. So all blues and the GB peacock, all purples, so is that right? So these 6 on pink cap, oh no wait, that's blue. So these 8 on pink caps and these 5 into Pauline, is that right? Well, I'm glad you're happy. I know Mim has obviously the tricks and the treats, and it can be quite like, oh no, but yeah, I am still glad that, because obviously I really want everyone to be happy. It's just obviously with Halloween, Mim has to come out and Mim has to do trick and treats. Oh, the two-tone chocolate as well, I apologise. Okay, so those 9 on pin caps and then the 4 into Pauline. So these 4, I'm sure whoever receives those are going to be very, very grateful, and that's very kind of you gifting into Pauline their kit. So I'm just waiting for you to confirm before I pick anything up, because I don't want to get it wrong. Yes, perfect. So all of these, oh, I got them in one, are yours, and then these into Pauline. Perfect. And then let's bring you up. Okay, Kit, I hope you're happy with everything there. I am not happy with this bag though, because it's got a hole in it. So let me just put your pearls in a different bag. There we go. Why has that got a... Look, I don't know if you can see, but like it's got a hole at the top where the seal has come away from the bag. Anywho, so that's now safe on there. Thank you for the donation with your shells. invoice will get sent across for you to the email address on the order form, and I do hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. And you're the first one, I think, that tonight Mim's been mean to, and you're the first one overall that had no pearl swaps as well. But I'm glad you still got what you wanted. Okay, up next then today is Joe Doxy. Joe, are you here? Oh dear. Excuse me. Oh, it's that time of night, I think. The clocks go back this weekend. Need to remember. And if anybody else doesn't know, the clocks go. So 5 o'clock would be 4 o'clock. So yeah, they go back. Yeah, clocks go back this weekend. I have to keep reminding myself. So Sunday's Live, for those who are abroad, Sunday's Live, where we're normally live at 7:30, our clocks go back, so it would technically be 6:30. So it's back an hour for you guys abroad. So if you're watching, and I don't know if your clocks don't change at this time, it's going to be back an hour. Okay, so 4 hours instead of 5 in New York. Yes, that's right, Shelley. Yes. So do keep that in mind. Yours are next weekend. Okay, so yeah, we're a little bit out, but yeah, so Sunday's Live is going to be slightly different. I'll see if I can remember to do a post about it as well, just as a reminder. I haven't seen Joe Doxy, by the way. Joe, are you here? Let me just refresh. If you're here, Joe, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone can see Joe, please comment on her comments. That'll bring it forward so I can see. 2 a.m. on Sunday, does it change? Ah, okay, so yeah. Sunday's Live will definitely be that difference. As long as we know. It just means that normally I'll be having dinner at that time on a Sunday. So hopefully I won't yawn because it will be different. Okay, well, I haven't seen Joe, so that means that Imaka is not here. And then Joe will be added to the next live. And then that is everything for today. So as always, thank you all for watching, for joining in. I really, really do appreciate it. Sorry if Mim has given you anything bad. So yeah, next live is on Sunday, 7:30 GMT. So it's not going to be BST anymore, it's going to be GMT time zone. And yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. And there is space available for Sunday, so if you would like to order, you'll be booking in for Sunday evening. And have great. Take care. Bye.